Hey, I'm LaRie.
And I'm Nick B.
And this is Dirty Roses Podcast, where two girls from the City of Roses discuss love, lust, and perception.
And we got two very different perspectives.
That's right, because my girl Nick B is a long-term habitual dater.
Oh, for real? That's what we're doing?
I mean, girl, it's facts.
Okay, you're right. And my girl LaRie was tied down and now newly single and don't know a thing about dating.
Dang, well, here we are taking our friends' dating stories
and having real life conversations.
Dirty Roses Podcast starts now. I'm LaRie.
And I'm Nick B.
And this is Dirty Roses Podcast. We are so excited for y'all to join us today. We got a special guest in the building, Mr. Seeznin, Mr. Mayor of Portland, Mr. I be all over the place. What do you say, from the ceiling to the floor and everything else, the windows to the wall, so the sweat drop down his balls.
Hey.
There you go.
Yes, so today's episode, we are talking about O.P.P. And y'all may know that as other people's property, other people's penis, other people's putty, you know what I'm saying? But we talking about it's popping. But we talking about everybody who is dating somebody and then dating somebody else on the side. And as you know, we start every episode with a story or a scenario that we either got from ourselves, got from somebody else. You know, we're not gonna tell how it got there, but it got here. So as y'all know, I love me some scribbles. Love them scribbles, right? We go out to the male script shows a lot. And I will say this is a friend went out to one of the shows with me, met up one of the guys, started talking to one of the guys. They were communicating very regularly. Every time he came into town, they was hooking up. They was going to dinner. He was offering to fly her out, take her to shows that are in different states. It was a whole vibe and, you know, with some good sex in between, right? Well, come to find out through a little bit of her own investigation, because, you know, we be investigating, right? So she did some investigation and found out he was whole married.
Whole married.
Wife, kids, multiple kids. Not only was he married, but he married a fan. Like, he married somebody who also used to go to his shows. So she kind of was like, not really feeling this. I'm going to back off. He's still actively pursuing her to this day. And she's like, yeah, I'm not doing it. But what do you do when we're talking about you're dating somebody who is currently with somebody and you don't know it? You find out later, or maybe you do know. What's the deal? So Nick B, have you been in this scenario? Maybe not with the scripper, but in this same
You already
scenario.
know I have. You already know I have. So many times. I would say the biggest situation I got caught in like that was I met this guy on my 28th birthday out of town, and we exchanged numbers and we kept in touch, and it was this whole long distance relationship. And come to find out, he was legally married, but in the middle of a separation. Ooh. And out here on the East Coast, well, specifically in the D.C., Maryland, or Virginia area, they have to have a year of legal separation. It's a whole process. So he tells me they're in the middle of this legal separation, and it's just that. I come find out a year and a half later, not only is he not in the middle of a legal separation, but he renewed his wedding vows of 10 years.
Damn.
On Instagram, and then I got blocked. When I was like, "Wait, I got a question."
Like, call me over
so
here.
Yes, I've been right. Wait, what? So yeah, I've been there, done that. I've been someone else's little secret for sure.
That's a good song too. Seeznin, being Mr. Man. Okay, so you on the show because you was out there, like not out there like that, but you
outside.
You be outside. You know what I'm saying? And you be the party.
Stay outside. Okay.
Yeah, outside is a cool place.
So ideal, like in this situation with the story and everything, it's a guy who was in a position or a career path that is highly sought out. Women love these people,
which is wild to me. I don't know why.
Really,
women like strippers like that.
Really? Well, I mean,
yeah, I think it's something.
I think they fall in love with the fantasy, right?
Yeah, but I don't think a lot of those dudes really like girls.
You know, a lot of guys say that.
Yeah, because that's not just something that they gonna want to. Yeah, I couldn't.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird to me. But
I don't know. I
moving on to a different.
Mad confidence. Mad confidence. I'm like, yeah, I could do that. I could do that.
Right.
And they
I
wouldn't,
feel like
they're
straight.
But they haven't.
I feel
they're just talking.
I don't know how they.
Yeah. So to go do that and that's a little.
I don't know. I feel like if we gave Sam some vodka, he might have a different story.
So listen,
right? You ain't trying to do nothing strange for some change.
Well, listen, stripping at the but just going around the country.
Yeah.
Swinging your weenie that's a little different to me. But
hey, Well,
It's
clearly,
lucrative, right?
It can be. I
Could
feel
be.
like it could be. Like a lot of them retire. Like the dude that old girl was messing with was like in his 50s.
First of
Was-
all,
wait, when you
let's
say he Was he
let's
49
unpack.
and taking it off?
Let's unpack. 40 anything being an active stripper on the road is a wild
It's
life
wrong.
choice.
It's on the road.
Yeah. Being a town to town cripper as a 40-something-year-old man, that is wild.
That's
That's a wild.
great. Oh my
it's a wild
goodness.
scenario.
His children can come check out Grandpa and
Pop
at
Pop
the
is
club.
out here doing
Yeah.
Right.
doing the kickstand.
Pop,
You know what? And they spend all their time in the gym, and then they, go and shake their tails, and they.
But just think
different
about
things.
that.
Okay.
Just think about a 40-something-year-old man traveling around the world stripping.
I don't know. There's a lot of.
That's a wild. That's
But
a
if you think about the
wild
demographic
thing.
of women that go to
But
these
LaRie,
shows,
you said
yeah.
you stay in the strip club. Do you see them this age? Because
See, I don't go to strip clubs. I mean, I do. Okay, so.
So you're attracted
we
to
don't have-
50-year-old naked men dancing?
She liked them old balls.
Okay, now hold on.
There we go. So now it's a different. Yeah, it's a different thing. And that's what you do to the balls?
Since you but no, I think for me, I go to the shows because it was a fun experience. Like I like going when women let their hair down. We can, have a good time. There's no beef.
Suck a
there's no
little whipped
drama.
cream off somebody's meat.
Hey, that's a sipping paints. Those aren't.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
saw
sipping
that.
paints. That's
I'm
not
looking
the
for her
shit.
still.
Jesus.
She said no face, no case. But no, so moving off of strippers, since clearly you're not a
My bad,
stripper.
my bad.
No, it's okay. But you do promotions, you do club events, you do travel parties, you do all these things where
Mm-hmm.
you're like kind of the plug for like a fun time. And a lot of women kind of, gravitate towards people like that.
Yeah.
And so do you find yourself in a situation where you are having lots of women throwing themselves at you, A, because of the position that you're in, or just because you're seasoning?
So number one, if you are in a space of being a public figure, whatever it is, that brings a certain attraction from the opposite sex.
Right.
For me, I wasn't one of the people that got cool when the internet came out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He said he was cool before then.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, yeah. But no, it's not being funny. But like, yeah. So it's always kind of been that way. But people will do a lot of shit just to get in the party. I'll tell you that much.
Do tell.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good story. Go ahead, share some stories.
Right. I need to hear this.
Just, I think, women especially like the experience of feeling like they VIP, right? So being able to know the bouncers at the club, know the promoters, get to go to all the parties and shows and concerts for free and all that stuff. People are willing to do a lot of things
Like
to suck and fuck for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah.
we sucking and fucking for
Are those
concerts.
direct offers that you get?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. I know I love my town. It's Portland, but it's not LA. It's not like New York. So they sucking and fucking to get into the club that we
In Portland.
it's local in Portland, right?
Yeah.
Woo.
It's free, but it's free
They
for
wanna fuck,
women
but
before
this is the-
11 or something.
This is the point. This is the point. They wanted to fuck anyway.
Oh,
So this is
just a
it's
reason.
a way to get,
it's the icing on the cake.
to get at it. Yeah.
Icing, the literal icing.
Yeah. So it's the they've been wanting to, so it's
That's sticky.
But for me, like I ain't giving tickets away like that. So
Damn. Okay, so have you ever had a situation where somebody has offered these propositions to you and you've taken advantage?
for sure.
And then did not deliver?
No, that's weirdo shit.
You always deliver
Yeah.
like a free something?
That ticket cost me $1.14 to make, man. You can have it.
Dang. It's not even the 40 ball no more. It's like
Right,
$1 and
that's
some
so-
change.
No, what I'm saying is, you order.
That makes you sound hella cheap, bro.
No,
That's all it costs. That's all it costs.
Hey.
Me? Oh, my shit free. I ain't charging. Yeah, no.
He said
no.
That ticket.
Yeah, I'm not,
$3.
I'm not a gigolo.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness, that's great.
I'm giving away free peen. But
Oh my God.
what I'm saying is, this ticket, I was going to sell it for $20. If you want it, all right.
Okay, so then it turned from $1 to 20
But I
bucks.
said to get the ticket,
Uh-huh.
I ordered 100 tickets for $14. You know what I'm saying?
But the entry into the party or the
is
entry
a
to the
dub.
VIP, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, or 30, or 40,
So
or
she
50.
fucking and sucking for
They just want to do it because they want to do
They
it.
do.
People,
That's true.
We're just we're in a space where, unfortunately, we live in a city where, like, it's grown-ups that people say is popular, which is like the weirdest thing in the world. And people like to be part of what they
That
view
circle?
as. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I take advantage of that sometimes.
He said, I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to take
Hey,
advantage.
that's
sure.
honest. I love
For
it.
sure.
Might as well. And they know what they're getting into because you are you.
I ain't nobody boyfriend, ain't about to be nobody boyfriend, and it is what it is.
So given this situation, this scenario, have you ever been caught up in a situation where you were dating somebody and
So yeah, so that's why I don't.
he said, I don't date?
Yeah.
Would you ever? So you don't want to be in a relationship? Like that's not a goal for you on any?
I'm getting there, kind of.
Uh-huh.
Just on the strength that I got a son, and I kind of want to, I don't want him to think that being by yourself forever is cool. So I would.
But you're definitely a happy bachelor right
100%. I love it.
now. Yeah.
So back to that question. So have you ever been in a situation where you were dating somebody maybe not as seriously, but they thought you were serious, and then you got caught up?
I cheated every girlfriend I had.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why I don't have girlfriends anymore because it's not cool. It's not cool and it's not fair. My ex-girlfriend, my last girlfriend, is one of my favorite people in the world. Like I love her to death. But we messed up by getting in a relationship because I wasn't mature enough to just be with her.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So then,
But you become more attractive to women when you got somebody.
that is facts. Like we said this in another show where it was like men be like, oh, I want a girl like that. When they see their homeboy with a good girl, they be like, I want one like that. Women be like, I want that one.
Yeah.
I want that man.
Exactly.
I want
That
her
exact
man.
one.
In fact, I'm going to take her down to
That
get her
version.
man.
Yeah.
And then once I get him, then it's not exciting anymore. Like,
No.
yeah, it's
The
weird.
chase is over.
So
Yeah.
in the situations where you've been dating somebody and you get caught up and you've cheated on all your girlfriends, has it been like you got caught or you just broke
Yeah, I'm
it
not
off,
good.
or- Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm not good. I'm not good at cheating, and I'm not good at lying. And so, what happens is like things start off as we have an agreement, right? You kicking with somebody, you got an agreement, and I got folks, and this is what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
You got a sex contract?
But if you a verbal one, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
Verbal
as you-
NDAs.
Yeah, but as you continue to do that over time, people aren't, people say they with certain stuff they aren't with as it continues to grow. And so every time I've got caught up, it's because the female.
Do you feel like
Or I just I don't got no lock on my phone. I don't do none of that stuff. So,
so you're like an open book and like
yeah, for sure.
do you feel like women like try to change you?
Yes. Yeah.
So you're like
Because you hear that exactly. Because I think it got to a point where people wanted to, well, we ain't gonna be like that with me, right? And
They think they're the exception, not the rule.
exactly.
That's
And
what you said
then
before,
people
yeah.
say, it's a big thing about being honest, but nobody wants true honesty. 'Cause true honesty hurts your feelings.
I was gonna say because I like a few people like you've asked them, you'd be like, hey, is this what you want? Or you ask them a question and they tell you the answer, and then you have the choice to decide if you're gonna deal with it or not. But then usually 9 times out of 10, if you hear the answer, you're like, I'm not gonna deal with that. So the guy's like, why'd I tell you that? Because then I no longer have that option.
But also, a lot of times, people think the answer is not a truth either. They'll be like, "Oh, you're just saying that," or or they hear it, but they again still think they're the exception.
Yeah.
So maybe I can love him enough to where he loves me enough to
And
where he doesn't want to be with somebody else.
Exactly.
And it's an unfair gamble.
And it's a thing that when a man is really, truly ready to be that, he's going to be that. And it's not nothing that a woman can do to make somebody be something that they're not ready to be. And I think that's what happens a lot of times with people is people try to, I can change, or, yeah, well, he wasn't fucking with me because I wouldn't go for, and then you end up going for more in the midst of trying to change, what somebody has told you. Like me, I'm very, very honest of who I am, what I'm doing. And I think that women take that, as you said, as a challenge. Well, you ain't been with nobody like me. And done nobody, man, cut it out.
So do you keep all your work in town, or do you recruit out of the city? Or
I was heavy in the city for a long time. I had a hell of a
you
roster.
done ran through everybody.
Yeah, well,
rock star.
34 to 45. Yeah, we do it well. But but before, wanted to have, but at this point, no. So if I'm talking to anybody like that, it's out of town, except for the regulars.
So you have a roster of regulars.
I had a roster of regulars.
You had.
Yeah, spring cleaning. So we revamping.
Just recently spring? Like as of like the 20th of this month, whatever month.
No, so
the 12th is when spring.
Yeah. So no, don't start on the 21st.
Oh,
the 20th.
I'm just going by spring forward. You know, the little time.
Are we
change.
officially in spring?
Nah, not till next
I don't
week.
know. We're gonna get another run of snow.
But yeah, so it's time about rebranding, refurbishing.
Oh, okay.
You know, so
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because what happens is, I had a female I dealt with for like 10 years. She had kids, was damn near married, all kind of stuff. But we rocked when she was in her downtime.
Gotcha.
And then eventually after, you know, you get to the point where I'm done doing this.
She was done before you were done?
That was cool.
So have you ever been in a situation where you were the other person?
I don't mess with nobody. I don't mess with nobody that got somebody.
Gotcha.
And especially, so my number one rule is I'll never, like, somebody's married or anything, or never. Because that nigga can kill you, and he's justified. Like, you mess with his wife.
What if you don't know they're married?
I was gonna say.
It's really hard to not know somebody married, man.
I guess in Portland maybe, but I feel like women are really sneaky.
But yeah, so I don't respect girlfriends at all. You got a girlfriend, I might try to crack your girlfriend.
Okay, so you single until you married.
Because that's non-committal. That's not.
That's a verbal
What about
agreement.
fiancés?
Now I don't really, because then
that's contractual.
Because people get into. Like, people getting their feelings about that type of stuff. But I don't intentionally go after anybody that got somebody. But if I do find out that you do, I'm not trying to beef with nobody over that.
Gotcha. Yeah, so. No, that makes sense. Okay. What is the wildest story that has happened in a VIP section at one of your parties?
Oh, my Lord. So I used to own a bar. Right?
Oh, yes, I remember that.
So I owned a bar.
I love that bar.
I know.
I had
y'all had the thing.
My 10 year. Yeah.
Y'all was there when it ended.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
But so I had the bar, and so at the beginning, it was taking the OLCC a long time to give me my liquor license, but I still had my lease and I had everything in there, and so we operated as a restaurant for the majority of the time. But for me, it was a hotel.
Oh,
I got food, TVs, alcohol, music.
So you just stayed there.
Yeah. So I would, and then once it opened, it got really interesting there. So like there was two sides. You can go over here, get some, while everybody on the other side in my office, and yeah, it was cool.
But you had a whole love lounge set up.
Yeah, in my office.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had a sectional in there.
Yeah. Just a sectional though.
Yeah.
I think I need details. The sectional of the SEX-tional.
Yeah, it was used as a sectional.
Yeah. I feel like you're being very vague though, but it's okay.
So for example, I had a party one time and I was bartending and I was behind the bar and I had a music behind the curtains. That's why all the music system was set up in the TVs. And so this girl wanted a tour.
Oh, is that what they call it now?
So once we got behind...
A tour.
Yeah, exactly. So once we got behind the curtain, so the curtain's here, the bar's right here, so everybody's right there.
Okay.
So it's just a curtain separating them. She gave me some neck bone, you know what I'm saying?
So if... Ladies,
I love that
ladies,
phrase.
Just ask Sam for a tour. Wherever y'all at, just ask Sam for the tour. That's the
ask
code.
him where that neck bone special.
Exactly. Some of that Chini's Iglesias.
Goodness.
But so like traveling though. So like traveling.
Your spot was a brothel.
It was a brothel for sure. But traveling and doing like these trips and parties and stuff like that and partying out of town. Yeah, people, that shit you see on TV, it happens.
They get real loose when they out of town, huh?
For sure.
I believe it though.
Casamigos.
Oh yeah, what they call it, Casa Fricos.
Oh yeah, it's going down.
And that's your drink, right? Tequila.
I'm a tequila guy.
Yes.
For sure. But yeah, so I've had sex at my parties. I did a lot of stuff.
Okay, so we recently...
I don't do that anymore though.
Oh, okay. I'm about to ask a question.
He's grown now. He's grown.
He's grown. He's
my back
elevated.
Yeah, I can't be fucking like that.
These knees and these backs ain't working like they used to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tall, so I got to bend down.
So my arthritis is
knee pads on.
Yeah, I can't be on. I can't be on my knees at all.
Cream on first.
Yeah.
I can't. So I do wonder though, is there what is the attraction for people that intentionally date someone who's in a relationship?
I think it's what we guys touched on earlier. People thinking that I don't want somebody like that person. I want that person, or thinking that a person has somebody that they don't deserve, or them seeing somebody and thinking. Some niggas is just haters though. Just want to mess up somebody's house.
Damn, that dirty macking.
Yeah, and so
Yep.
yeah, so I think it's a certain appeal to taking what somebody else got.
I have heard that people say that they like dating people in relationships because there's no level of commitment.
Yeah,
Like they don't have to worry about that person wanting to have
I see
too
if
much
it's
of
two
their time.
people in a relationship and they was stepping out with somebody else in a relationship, that I could see that being, but.
See, this is why everybody is so intrigued with going poly these days. Because
Right.
nobody wants to just be
don't-
with one person.
I'm not with that either.
Really? So
Because you have to
We've met
take
a
care. You have
lot.
to take care of them.
Oh, that's true.
If you're a man,
You're right.
yeah. Like if you're a
Well,
man,
okay, I think people hear that phrase and they're not fully aware of what it is, and so
That part.
Yeah.
They
oh
haven't
yeah,
done
that's
the
what I
research.
want to do.
like
They just think it's an open relationship
Pretty
with
much.
no requirements.
and then their little periods is gonna sync up. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be weird.
Oh, the whole house be bothered.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that. I grew up in the house with
my God.
all women,
Oh,
fam,
God.
and it was treacherous when they both was all that.
Oh
Man.
god. Oh god.
My mom and sister was, man, I didn't want to be there. So imagine this
Couldn't
is my
make
fault.
nobody happy all week.
No, it's mad.
Like, why would I do this on
They don't like
purpose?
each other this week. Like, nah, I'm good.
They gonna team up on you.
And I just think,
Just go.
I think,
Yeah.
so I number one, I don't believe that we're supposed to be with one person for our whole life. I don't believe that at all. I don't think that's natural. But I also don't think that the people that are trying to pursue these lifestyles are able to maintain those lifestyles.
So if you could maintain the lifestyle of that, then would you?
No, because
Periods aside.
yeah, like I don't. One woman is enough. Like y'all crazy.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and so to have two that I love
bit.
and they both yeah, I'm cool.
But so if
Now I
you-
would have two in two different houses.
But see, I think in discussing this with other poly people, we have learned that there are different types of poly relationships.
These
So
niggas is out here playing. They've been on the internet.
he said they did some research and,
Yeah.
and made a club. Made a club.
Just
Gotcha.
wanted to see
Oh
that
my
girl.
God.
Just want to see that girlfriend eat some coochie and get some double
Oh
head.
god. Oh god.
And you can do that
I mean,
on a
that's-
Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
On
That-
Thursday.
Yeah, that happens.
Threesome Thursday.
Evidently at your old club too.
Just
That
hey.
used to be the problem.
Get you a couple of you cool with, and y'all go out and have some drinks, man.
Threesome
Let it
Thursdays.
happen. Let it happen
behind
how
the
it
curtain.
happens.
Threesome Thursdays.
Yeah. And then I just wouldn't. And so, like, I got a son,
Yeah.
so I don't want him
Right.
to think it's cool to have 2 and 3.
So,
Wives.
but you said you don't believe that people should be with one person, but you said you're kind of ready to settle down as well. So how does that?
That's gonna rock until it stops. I think everything.
And then
has-
move on because-
I think everything has an expiration date. Everything.
So you ready
Yeah.
to settle down, but you know that it's going to end at some point.
Everything gonna end at some point.
Dang, really?
I could die. She could die.
Well, I mean, okay, aside from death, but it sounded like you were like, okay, at some point we're just going to get divorced or we're just going to break up.
I think at some point people get tired of each other.
So with that thought, would you ever get married if you
No.
no? Okay. So you would be completely comfortable being in a committed monogamous relationship, but not get married because the expectation for you is that this ain't gonna last forever anyways. So why bother jumping through the hoops to jump out of the hoops?
To an extent. And I think that
Yeah.
when people add the marriage part to their relationship, it changed stuff. Because the person that was your girlfriend the week before is now your wife, and now y'all treating each other differently when ain't nothing really different, but we did some stuff in front of our
shouldn't
parents.
be.
It shouldn't be, but it
Right.
does. It changes.
True.
And so for everybody, for the majority of people that I know that got married, the relationship changed once they were married, and not always for the better.
So what
Yeah.
would it take for you to be monogamous and not have to feel like it's
Super
gonna end?
fire. She got to have some super fire.
Super fire.
Top and bottom.
Yeah.
Amazing neck bones.
Like neck bone got to be nuts.
The golden,
Funny.
The golden
So like like people like get on my nerves. And so, but somebody that I'm that I like to be around, that makes me laugh, that knows how to love me in a soft way. Like I don't like women that talk like men. I'm not with, you know what I'm saying? Just in terms of being aggressive. And
Right.
I don't think
so
that.
no gang banging women.
Nah, I had to get the fuck out of here. I don't think that love is supposed
You gonna eat this tonight?
Yeah. I don't think that call you, nigga, what the fuck? What are we talking
what
to?
I made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't think that love is supposed to hurt.
Okay.
So I don't fight. I'm not fighting to love nobody. Like, me and my friends been friends for 30 years.
Right.
And I love the hell out of them.
Right.
And I ain't never had to fight to love them. So I refuse to have to go through all this stuff for somebody that I'm sleeping with.
Makes sense.
So, and I'm an outgoing person.
So they got to be okay with your outgoing personality.
Yeah, and it's not even always like I'm at my house 90% of the time by myself.
Gotcha. Not at McGillicuddy.
But people have misconceptions of people because of the internet, and the internet is a tool of being funny and entertaining.
Facts.
But like when I go into that and people be like, "Oh, you," I be like, "Who I fuck with?"
They be putting you with people?
Like who? Well, I don't know, but I know that you.
Oh.
Yeah, so who? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Gotcha.
Making assumptions.
There you go. It's some cheeks definitely getting cracked, but you don't know. It's a homegirl told you or something.
But you know, Portland talk.
Portland
do talk, but
and we screenshot.
Are they always talking right? Yeah.
And compare Instagram stories over Snapchat stories.
That part.
Oh, foolishness. So what I just heard was some pure foolishness right there.
Well, listen, let me tell you, Leigh, LaRie, and I have had the same people try to holler at both of us, acting like that
they don't
we
know
would
each other.
like, or that they didn't know that we knew each other.
What's the problem with that?
No, it's weird because.
What's the problem though?
No, the problem is that they want to act like they weren't trying to get with one person and then play it off like, oh, I never said that. And we're like, but you did. It's okay, own it.
That's what I taught my young fellas, right?
Huh?
When you meet a group of girls, even if you like one of them, nigga, talk to all of them. Be nice to all of them. Sit there and have a conversation with all of them because the one that you like might not like you. But the one that and now you can't get at her because when I was here and I got her number, but the one that liked me, I didn't get her number. So now I try to talk to her, and she just remember we was out and you got my friend's number. Talk to everybody. Be nice to everybody. Get everybody Instagram. Keep it neutral.
No, that's not what we're saying. We're trying to say that this person denied.
Oh, they said they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be like,
no.
Yeah.
Right. That's the part. That's the part that she and I were like, well, wait a minute. No, you were just in her box the other day, and
that's game goofiness. That's game.
Yeah,
goofy.
that's real.
It was fuckery at that point.
Yeah, game goofy.
It was not even goofy. It was fuckery.
Right. Like, go ahead and shoot your shot, but own the shot you missed. That's all.
That part.
And that's exactly
that part.
And and I think people, if you're single, fam, you can do whatever you want to do.
Facts.
Talk to whoever you want to do. Crack at whoever you want. And if it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. I be feeling bad because I always fuck the wrong cousin.
You mess with somebody and then you see the rest of the family, you be like,
fuck.
Dang it.
And then y'all acting like y'all really care about each other. She was talking about you. I can't tell you that though. I can't. No, you can't say it. You just have to put it in your head. You just gotta be like, damn, if you knew how she felt about you, you'd get that pussy up today.
I can't.
But you don't. So I appreciate your allegiance to your family.
A mess.
So have you ever been in a situation where you've had your heart broken?
Yes. Oh my Lord.
That was a quick
It was a quick yes.
Destroyed my soul.
No.
Yes.
What happened?
I was 24 years old, man. 24 years old. And she did me bad. And I went through it. Oh, Jesus. And the worst part, so what had me so messed up about it is everybody knew she was fucking off with a nigga I was cool with. And our whole friend group knew. So I was the only one. I was the only one that didn't know.
Wow.
And I ended up finding out from a nigga that wasn't even in the town I was in. Like, hey, bro, you know your folks is going bad. She messing with old boy. And then once you hear that, then you start going through Nigga, that's why you start boom, boom,
That's
boom.
why her Wi-Fi connected instantly when I was at
before
my homeboy's house.
This Wi-Fi wasn't out yet. Yeah, this 04.
Oh, you've been here before.
Yeah, this 04, 05. Yeah, and so one time she came and picked me up from his house.
Oh, and she didn't
And hit me, act like she didn't know where she was going.
Dang.
And so then
she was playing it for real.
Played it for real. Broke my heart, and I went bad. Yeah, it wasn't cool.
So then what's the repercussions when you got your heart broken? What did you like spaz out and fuck everybody, or was you like recluse in the corner?
So what made it so messed up with that one, because me and the guy she was messing with was cool. Like that was my guy. And
are y'all still cool?
hell no.
Oh shit, damn.
Yeah, I fucked that nigga up. I seen. Only because of how you had me looking.
Gotcha.
It wasn't behind her.
Gotcha.
It was like everybody knew what was going on. I was a joke. Yeah. So
Hey, not the whole town's laughing at me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I don't like
that's
that. Being embarrassed to me is
that's
like
facts.
like being embarrassed to me is the worst thing in the world.
That's worse than like the actual
Worst
cheating.
thing in the world.
That's true, because when people say they cheat, they be like, it's not because they cheat, it's because people knew about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So like if something could happen and nobody would,
Right, you embarrassed.
I wouldn't be. I don't like being embarrassed.
Right.
So I'm the
No, that's
one that if
facts.
something's happening on TV and something about weird, I change the channel because I don't like seeing it makes me uncomfortable. But the nigga, me and him was out doing shit, and he was going back and telling her everything I was doing. So I would always be like, damn, how the fuck she know that?
Were you doing dirt though?
Fuck yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Wait, you were doing dirt,
so-
and then she was doing dirt, and she broke your heart?
100%.
God damn.
Because it was also the way she went
The way
about
she
it.
went about it.
Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it wasn't like she just cheated on him with somebody
A
that he
nigga,
had no
yeah.
ties, connections to. This
That's
was a
what it
whole
was.
homie that she was smashing.
Exactly.
And everybody
And
knew
so
about him.
that's what
So
made
he
it messed up for me.
He was late to his own party.
Because my mom was like, well, you can't, you doing that, what you think she gonna do? Da, da, da. And I'm like, I would have been cool, but it was like how it all played out. And so that put me I was jacked for a long time. And I was,
Was you on the stroll at that point?
Oh, it got worse.
It got worse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I wonder.
So I fucked her cousin,
Oh, damn.
I fucked her god sister.
Oh, you gonna do everybody around?
Not the god sister.
Auntie would have,
Through Jesus' eyes.
Auntie would have with it, I'd have knocked her down, her old ass.
Oh my God. No, okay. So do you think though that
I'm joking about that.
No,
last
you
one.
weren't.
The last one. I'm joking.
do you think that she knew because whatever it was you were doing that she intentionally sought out this individual?
Yeah, she knew because he was telling her everything I was doing and talking about how not cool I was for her.
So she was
dirty
she
macking me
being
the whole
spiteful?
Gotcha. So
Was she being spiteful? She chose him for this reason, to be spiteful.
But he put her in that position to choose her.
No, probably. I think it was because he was acting like
he was caring and concerned about her.
And she wasn't a fucking nigga anyway. But and the nigga was it wasn't. And then as a man, it's like I can respect niggas that I respect. Like if you fuck with a nigga that, because it's calibers of niggas, right?
Break down the caliberism.
Yes, please.
It's you know what I'm saying.
I need the tier. We got a good, better, best.
It's elite.
Right.
It's elite, fresh, cool. What? You know what I'm saying?
What?
If you fuck with I and what, and I'm elite or fresh,
Says a lot. It says
it's
a lot
like
about your
damn,
standards.
bitch. Oh, you just like anything.
Damn. So the homeboy was.
He just wasn't. He wasn't me.
He wasn't me.
Yeah.
He was like he could have been elite, but because
He
he was
couldn't
on
have been
some.
elite.
But because he fucked my girl, now he's
No. He wasn't elite. He wasn't elite. He couldn't have been elite at all.
Damn.
He was just like he a cool nigga. Yeah, he's cool.
Ooh, that's hurtful. Do you
That
feel
is.
like
It's hurtful.
do you feel like women or men are more aggressive, either in general or in nightlife situations?
Women.
Women are more aggressive?
Yeah. Out of town.
Oh, I believe. You know what?
Yeah,
I believe.
out of
it.
town.
No consequences.
Yeah.
Out of town for sure.
Okay.
But in Portland, it's men because it's players and pimping around here. So niggas
whole lot of that.
Yeah. So niggas are going out cracking at everything.
Right.
So that's
bad.
part
Oh, yeah,
of
cut it.
Yeah, that's
Cut it
part
out.
of. And I think the women are more just going with the flow here because of how small the town is and not knowing who people are and not, and then having these fake, I had a girl tell me that, hey, I would talk to you, but you Talk to my homegirl in high school. Bitch, we've been out of high school.
In high school.
My 25th anniversary is coming up, man. Reunion.
I'm kind of guilty of that.
I've been in high school for 25 years. It's been 24. It'll be 25 next year.
But I think
what are we talking about?
But I feel
she got a
like-
whole new coochie.
She got a whole new
Yeah, her
she
coochie.
bought a new one.
It, no, I didn't regurgitate it and
She's been using her
shedded its
uni
skin.
pod,
It did
her
everything.
yoni pod.
But
Yeah.
was it a close homegirl or
I don't
was it
give a
somebody?
fuck
Oh
who
damn!
it is.
It's too old.
But I don't know. I feel
If
like
one of
I'm-
my best friends fucked with a girl when we were 16, nigga, and now we're 40 something and she's cool, nigga, I'll fuck with her.
Really?
Seriously.
Oh, see.
Why?
See, that's the difference between guys and girls, though.
Why are we
is.
talking like? Nigga,
I feel
what?
like women are.
We didn't even know what
way
you're doing.
more-
Her booty wasn't even all the way clean back then.
Oh God, no.
And that little,
there's some
little cat
women-
had all kind of hair on it. Y'all remember how hairy y'all little coochies was in high school? Both of y'all had fur monsters. You didn't know how to really get it right till like 04, 05.
LaRie, why we got the same expression right
I
now?
don't know.
Because it's the truth.
I don't know if it is.
You had a fur monster,
I
fam.
had really
Oh, my
great
God.
hygiene practices.
No,
when I
I'm
was
saying,
young.
talking about you had a hairy coochie until you went somewhere else. It was like, oh, you're supposed to cut it off now. Or trim it up and make it into
Because sometimes you don't know what you don't know. It's time to know it, yeah.
Yeah. I remember the first time I seen a cat with nothing on it, I was like, look at this. Look at this naked mole rat.
Would you look at that?
Look
naked
at that.
mole. I
Yeah, it was
cannot.
a naked mole
Oh
rat.
my God. I
Cannot.
can't.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
So what is the grimiest thing you've ever done? Because you've got your homeboy that slept with your girl.
So I'm never dirty Mac no nigga
Okay.
ever in my life. I've cheated on my girl before and came back and fucked her right after I cheated on another girl.
Nice.
I
I've done that too.
Double raw.
What?
And double raw.
Double D, Nick B. Oh, double raw.
Yeah, just not cool.
Ooh.
And didn't even really, like right in the
I didn't
house.
do raw.
Yeah.
Did you not even
Raw,
you
but,
wash
but
up?
I was technically
nothing?
single, so
So
I
yeah,
was
I've done
single.
that. I've slept with people I shouldn't like
Craziest place you've had sex?
in the movies, in the aisle.
In the aisle.
in the aisle.
Yeah, in the aisle.
Wait a minute.
Y'all remember that movie, Valentine? That scary movie Valentine that came out?
Was the theater empty?
Enough.
Oh God.
Oh God.
So like the back, the back was in the back. So she's, you know what I'm saying? I'm tall. So she was
Oh my
You
God.
just couldn't fit in the seat, so you
couldn't
had
fit
to
in
take
the
it
seat.
to the aisle.
In the aisle. I was straight back shots in the aisle.
Wow.
While people were watching the movie.
Nobody knew.
Wow.
Nobody saw you.
No,
He said they were in the back.
it
Their
was
attention
all the way
was
in the
facing
back. So I
forward.
just had to look at the door and make sure everybody closed the door.
He said, "Look at the door."
Yeah, like this.
The thing is while you looking like that, had somebody caught you, you would have just been looking at him like,
Yeah, then we gotta get up. We pass up. And
Oh God.
oh
hide
man.
my meat.
Oh God. Did you have like an escape plan, like in case someone walked in? Like, did you have like a quick action plan?
No, how do
Kids
you
work
have
at
an
the movie
escape
theater.
plan for that?
Kids work in the movie theater. I told that little motherfucker, get out my face.
I swear. But as a parent, we be having like escape plan, like not like escape plans, but like a quick action plan, like in case your kid barges in. You have like a plan of how you're gonna either roll
Well, I
over,
say,
you're gonna lay down.
This
and
is
just play
nature.
sleep.
Watch this.
Oh my God.
Watch.
Buckle up, son.
Watch, son.
This is how
This
it's
is
the
done.
nature.
real
This is how
American
it's done. Rawr, rawr.
Oh my God.
You gonna growl on him.
Not the growl.
Animalistic sex.
See, he need to
Got
take
it.
that test that we took so we can find out if he likes growling or not.
Nah, I'm quiet.
I think he does.
Are you?
I say absolutely nothing. So you wouldn't, and so
So then
I
how
had
does the
to,
girl know that
I had
she's
to,
doing her
exactly. So
job?
as I got older, I have to try to
Then
talk.
it's like a forced sound.
Yeah.
She needs some
Like I
verbal.
try to talk because women to say they don't know if I enjoy it or not because I just don't say nothing.
Right.
But I can't talk. If I talk while I'm doing it, I'm going F ass. Yeah, turns me on. Like, oh
It turns
shit,
you off or on?
on. Like, oh, that shit fire. Oh god, baby.
The sound of his own voice. Like,
Now I'm talking into it because now I'm thinking about what I'm doing. If I
my
ain't saying
God.
nothing, I'm focused on something else.
Wait, so you have to
my
focus on
gosh.
other stuff?
If you want more
Because
than
this
4
conversation
minutes,
went totally left, but I'm
if you
still
want more than 4
curious.
minutes, if you want that, I'm usually giving out 7 to 12 minutes of meat, right?
right. Don't nobody want 2 pumps in a grind. So
you
let
want-
him keep
if-
quiet.
If you want that,
okay?
if you want that 13 to 17 minutes of it,
You
shut
gotta be
up.
Quiet.
Shut up.
So can she
Okay,
talk or does
stop
she gotta be
talking.
quiet too?
You can talk a little bit, but calm down. Number one,
Calm down.
I got like a.
I ain't even showing you nothing.
No,
yet.
well, yeah. Number one, my penis is medium. at best, right? So it's your plan.
This conversation.
Sorry, we just totally went from other people's.
It's cool.
To
It's like never gonna be like,
Sam's
look at that. Yeah, but it ain't. I ain't from Africa. I got a cool American
He said
weenie.
he's very from Portland.
Yeah, no, that's nice. It's beautiful. Has a nice bell head.
Sorry about none of this.
I don't think we've ever been this silent before on our podcast.
Hey.
We haven't. You've got us
You
quiet.
did.
Good,
I wasn't
good.
ready for
I
that.
mean, I can't even do
That
my
admission
job.
of guilt.
Ain't no admission
Oh
of
my
guilt.
God.
Listen, everybody can't fight.
Oh god.
Everybody got no.
Facts.
Everybody got no tennis ming. So cut it
Hey.
out.
I keep
Hey.
telling, speaking of fight, remember, I told Leigh, I
Who-
was like, I am not the one that's going to fight. I'll be the one keeping the car ready.
Because that's
Okay.
the thing. Like, if everybody can fight, who getting beat up? And if everybody got big meat, and everybody
I'm
got
the
good
one-
coochie,
I'm
who
the
got the
one
bad and who got the
compressing
small
the
johnnies?
Yes.
I'm the one compressing the cut when bottles get thrown
No,
at females.
funny story. So we went
Oh.
to, and you know this person who threw this party, and you probably know of the party. It was at the refectory. It was a male strip show at the refectory when the big old fight broke out.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. We were in the party.
First of all, I started out in the kitchen.
No, you didn't start in
I
the
don't even know
kitchen.
how
You ended in the kitchen.
I don't know how I got in.
Let me
no, I
tell
don't know
the
how I
story
got to the kitchen.
because you were drunk. So we were.
Niggas back there with the fries.
Let me tell you what happened. We was minding our business, little VIP section, having a good old time, throwing monies and ones and all those things, right? Fight broke out other side of the room. We looked to our left, and people in our party were gushing blood from the face. And we're like, how the fuck did this happen?
Yeah.
Like, what is going
that's
on?
throwing.
They was throwing
glasses.
That's at that. I think it was from that moment on when people stopped using glass plates and glasses and
Yeah.
stuff. It was crazy. But we ended up. Nick was in the kitchen. I was walking.
I
Across the
ran to the
stage.
kitchen.
Yeah, like we don't. I think she was gonna get a towel. I don't know what was going on,
Getting
but
some
No,
knives.
I was hiding because I'm not a fighter because I was trying to hide.
Oh,
I was
God.
literally underneath
Oh,
the sink
God.
with some pots and pans like, oh shit, it's going
It's
down,
got
right?
real.
And then
It was bad.
somebody came and found me like, Nick, we gotta go. And next thing I knew, we were outside and the girl was bleeding from her face. So me being Captain Save a Ho was like, it's gonna be okay. And I am holding
You put a tourniquet
I am
on her
holding-
damn forehead.
Right. I'm over here holding her forehead till the ambulance comes. I'm like, just stay with me.
Like she was about to
Stay.
die.
Yes, it was that dramatic for me. It was absolutely that.
It
So
was.
my hands are a whole crime scene.
Oh,
And
God.
then Leigh is like, Nick, we gotta go. I was like, all right, cool, but can we go to Taco Bell?
bloody
With
hands.
bloody
and all.
hands. Nasty. You want some center twist.
Because I was
You
hungry.
got some center twist with blood on your fingers.
You know when that anxiety
Yeah,
hits,
pretty
you
much. We got
gotta
some
eat.
we got some little hand
That's
wipes, and I was like, "This is the best goddamn taco ever."
had a
Oh
little
my
bit
God.
of had a
It
little
was
bit of
a night.
DNA in it.
Oh god.
It was a night.
She
It was a night.
definitely is not
Yeah.
a fighter. We have so many stories of us going out and like random stuff happening that we be like get shootings and we be hiding behind cinder blocks and
You better get out the way.
Oh, thinking they couldn't see us, and we're like,
she peeking over the cinder block like, is it done? But yeah, oh god. Okay, so this has been interesting. Totally off topic. I feel like we learned way more about you than we probably intended to. But thank you for being so open. What advice
ladies.
would you?
Yep.
Oh, go
Sorry.
ahead.
Nope. I'm gonna take this for my takeaway. Go
Your
ahead.
takeaway. Go ahead. So,
Yep.
Seeznin,
Yes.
what advice would you give somebody who is out there in that lifestyle, potentially getting caught up, or what advice would you give to somebody to what to look for?
Always lead with honesty, man. Even if it hurts or you think that you gon' a lot of times niggas lie because they don't want to lose whatever it is they got.
Facts.
But lying, you're gonna eventually end up losing it. So I would rather lead with being honest. Understand, man, that everybody don't like you. They like the thought of you and who they think you are. So always kind of stay true to yourself and don't let popularity or people being on your side direct how you move, because that shit can change at any moment.
Facts. All right, Nick B, what are your takeaways?
My biggest takeaway is that if you want more than a pump and a grind in 4 minutes, keep your mouth shut.
Shut up.
I got some
Yeah.
Good tips for anybody listening. If you mess with seasoning.
Yeah.
Oh, they know.
If you want some
Shut
seasoning,
your
just
ass up.
keep your mouth shut.
Shut up. Don't get to telling me
Shut
that.
up.
Talk to me. I ain't got nothing to say.
Oh man, I love it. Seasoning. Where can they find you at?
Everywhere. No, but Instagram,
On 30 seconds.
Seeznin, Seeznin. Instagram, Seeznin, Seezin. I mean, Znin. Damn, I forgot to spell my own name. And then on Twitter, Seeznin503, Seeznin 503. Also follow Major League Promotions.
Hey.
My guy LaLou.
Hey.
That's how we rock. Trap
Happy
Bingo
birthday.
every
Yeah,
first
yeah,
and third
yeah.
Sunday at the Team Center. Doors open at 5. It's the most fun you'll ever have on a Sunday.
Hella lit. Hella lit. Nick B, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook under Nicole Leigh Live. That's Nicole with an H. And of course, I can be reached on all of our platforms with Dirty Roses Podcast.
Hey.
Leigh LaRie, where can we find you?
You can find me everywhere. Everywhere at Leigh LaRie, LeighlaRie, on every single social media platform. You ain't got to look too hard because that's where I'll be. And then, of course, find us dirtyrosespodcast.com, and you can like, subscribe, follow, leave us reviews, everything about the podcast. You can watch us. You can listen. You can leave us a voicemail. Like, it's pretty fancy over there.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? The website
Niggas got technology.
Hey, I'm saying we done got hooked up by our producers over here. So you can find us there. And again, like Nick B said, on all social medias, Dirty Roses Podcast. And we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Thank you.
Yes.